What's up, y'all? It's your girl Lady Ddg and I'm back with another video, child. So we got a couple topics to talk about. First I'm gonna start off with this Brian McKnight update. First of all, y'all that was coming on my last video feeling some type of way talking about this family stuff. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I don't know these people, but these people keep putting their business on the internet. So based on what they told us on the internet, I was just voicing my opinion about it. If you don't like, or if you don't want to hear my thoughts or anybody else's thoughts on the Brian McKnight family situation, then just don't watch the video. Anyway, the update is Brian McKnight, child, he done posted, he's feeling some type of way because his brother announced the death of his son, and he's upset because he feel like he just want his son to pass away in peace. I don't know, it's multiple opinions I have about this. I feel like I ain't never, well, I don't know these people. I never knew Brian McKnight had a brother, and people was confused when he put the video out. People in the comments like, wait a minute, that ain't Brian McKnight. They look a lot alike, but you could tell like he's not Brian McKnight. So some people was confused, and I think some people actually thought it was Brian McKnight. They talking about, oh, why is he calling his son his nephew? Baby, that's his brother. They just look just alike, but you know, you could tell, you know, once you look at him for a minute, it's like, yeah, you're not Brian McKnight. Anyway, he was feeling some type of way, and I think it was multiple things of why he was feeling some type of way. One being, he didn't want to hear the public backlash of the fact that his son died, and we knew that he did not mend the relationship or try to do anything to fix it. So he didn't want to hear the public, and the fact that his brother announced it, I guess, made the public kind of like come at him, and he wasn't trying to feel it. That's one reason I think. Sorry, y'all. Anyway, that's one reason I think I had to close the lid on my edge control, because child, if you leave that thing open, your edge control will dry up and you'll lose the whole bottle because it won't be no good no more. Anyway, yeah, I think he didn't want to hear the backlash from the situation. Like I said, prayers to his son. You know, it's so unfortunate that he passed away. Prayers to the son's mother, siblings, and, you know, significant other if he had one, and children. I don't know if he had a significant other or children, but prayers to them. Brian McKnight, baby, just be quiet. I mean, it's nothing you could do to fix the way this looks. It really, you know what I'm saying? Especially now that the son unfortunately has passed away. It's like you can't really fix it. It's like your window of opportunity is gone. Like your son gone now. You can't fix the broken relationship that y'all had. I don't know the ins and outs of these people's relationship. I don't know, you know what I'm saying, Brian McKnight. But just the fact that he claims he tried to get the boy the best doctor and all that stuff. But sometimes I mean, yeah, your health and all that type of stuff. But when your dad has disclaimed you and over there claiming stepkids that ain't even biologically his, and just disown you and just disrespectful, it's just like sometimes you don't even want the help, even in a situation like that. Like, I would really question, do I want to receive help from a person that could be so evil and vile? Like, just, if you could do that to me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. So I don't really blame the son for not taking help. I mean, that was his choice. Brian McKnight claimed the mama told him not to take the help and all that type of stuff, but I feel like if it was my health on the line, that's gonna be my choice. Neither one of my parents can tell me whether or not to take help from somebody willing to help me. So I think it was more so the son probably didn't want your help because of how you have treated him in the past. It's like he probably didn't even want to make, I don't know, maybe, well, he, based off some tweets that had resurfaced, he did want to be in the relationship. But I think Brian McKnight was like, oh, I will send you help, but I don't want to fix the relationship. Like, I just send you some help over there. And maybe that's what the boy wanted. Maybe the boy really wanted to talk to him and get their relationship on good terms, so that when he accepted the help, he knew it was genuine. I don't know, but it's just all sad. I hate the boy passed away, and I hate that they didn't fix their relationship before he did pass away. And yeah, child, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how some people sleep at night. I don't know. yeah, I would have sent the help to my child, but we would have had to talk about our relationship and get that together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Anyway, so next topic, Halle and Ddg. Halle, child, they are in court. Stuff is coming out. I saw a picture of DDG's hand. I guess he was trying to prove that Halle had been abusive to him as well. Whole time the picture was taken the same day after he done chipped that girl tooth. So DDG, I think you was actually telling on yourself. You was showing the mark that her tooth, when you chipped it, probably sliced your finger when you was punching her in her mouth, or when you slammed her head into the thing, like whatever you was doing, roughing her up. Like, yeah, you probably I don't know, scratched. Yeah, I don't know, maybe she tried to bite you or something. But I'm so tired of people trying to villainize retaliatory abuse. I mean, I don't know what happened, I wasn't there, but based off the fact that the people gave her the restraining order and they said it was video footage, of course that hasn't surfaced. And honestly, I hope they don't surface. I feel like that girl probably going through enough. Nobody wants a video out of them being physically assaulted by a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody wants that, because people just gonna make jokes and like a mockery out of it, like, and it's messed up. So, but yeah, the court saw everything they need to see to grant her the restraining order. DDG has exposed text messages between him and Halle. DDG's mother said that Halle would put air tags on, I guess, DDG's cars, or I don't know, some kind of way on his clothes, whatever, to try to figure out where he was at, what he was doing, whatever. And then they had the text messages where Halle was threatening to unalive herself, because I don't know, it just seems like they was in a toxic relationship. And if you know, you know. And it's extremely sad and unfortunate, but that is, what can I say, the manipulative person, well, the manipulator, the narcissist, can manipulate you and mess your mind up so bad that you start using their own tactics on them, thinking it's gonna work. 9 times out of 10, Halle, I don't know, well, you sent it in a text, but I don't know, for whatever reason, I feel like he probably had said that to her about the unaliving thing, and it strong armed her into coming back to being in a relationship, like whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? We know these toxic relationship tactics. I ain't gonna say we, because some of y'all ain't never been there, but some of us have been there, where a person has threatened to end their life if you don't come back into a toxic relationship where they're manipulating you, physically abusing you to get you to stay in the relationship. And then in turn, some people, when their mind has been swooned and got into their mindset like the abuser, they will start using the same tactics. It's like, you out here embarrassing me, I'ma, you know, whatever, unalive myself because the stuff you're doing is embarrassing to me. I feel bad for Halle. Like, I still feel bad. I don't know how some of y'all opinion. Honestly, this is proving Halle's case. In my opinion, this boy came into her life, and I feel like just really started to do stuff that was embarrassing. I think she wanted them to have this, you know, good relationship. He portrayed that he wanted to have that, and then once he got her where he wanted her at, which was knocked up and having his baby, he started running and playing in the streets. And if the shoe was on the other foot, I would feel the exact same way. People trying to compare the fact that Halle put air tags on him to the fact that that man broke into her house is two totally different things. If you are in a relationship with somebody, clearly a baby came from it, so it probably was some unprotected stuff going on. That person is putting your health at risk. Like, if you're extremely curious, or you have a strong intuition that the person is cheating on you, and you use these air tags to track them down to see. They said she found him at the theater with some girl named Lala. I don't know the girl Lala, but they said, at first I was like, Lala Anthony? I'm like, no, Lala. But it ain't her, it's some other girl named Lala. And she tracked him down, I think at the movie theater, and he was with that girl. I would feel the same way if it was vice versa. If he was in a relationship with her, not breaking in her house, that's a complete violation. But I'm talking about the air tag situation. Anybody in a relationship, if you are doing stuff with a person, protected or unprotected, you putting your health at risk dealing with this person. So if you have an intuition that they dealing with other people, yeah, it ain't the coolest thing to do. But if you trying to get some clarity for yourself, so you'll know if you are safe or if your health is being put at risk. She found out he was at the movie theater with the girl, so 9 times out of 10 he probably was cheating on her. And based off the text messages, she knew he was cheating on her. Well, hold up, Lala, I don't know if Lala was the girl at the movie theater, but I know Lala was the girl mentioned in the text messages. Let me clear that up. Anyway, so he was cheating on her, so I feel like he's putting her health at risk. She deserves to know. And a lot of times these psycho narcissistic men, they ain't gonna tell you the truth, so you have to do your own investigation. And her investigation was to put air tags on him and figure out where he was at and see who he was with, you know what I'm saying? And that was her way of investigating. She was in a public place, she didn't invade his privacy. Going into somebody's house when they're not home, that's breaking an entry. She didn't break no entry, she just knew where he was at. And she pulled up to see what was going on, and I'm sure she had a conversation with her like, what's up, like, what y'all, are y'all active with each other, unprotected, like, what's going on? Because, you know, my health and my life is at risk here because of the things he's doing. I feel bad for Halle, girl. Girl, if you could turn back the hands of time, I know you'll do some things different. Woo. Ladies, be careful, don't have no baby by no man. At least wait a minimum, I would say 3 years. I don't know, a minimum of 3 years before you have a baby by a man. And girl, try to get that ring first, honestly, you know what I'm saying? Like, but you know, some people, you know, want a kid, you know, whatever, and they just speed past all the red flags. Like the red flags look like green flags to them. But I feel bad for Halle. She was threatening to do that. I don't know if I don't even really like talking about that, but I don't know if that was really what she was gonna do, or if she was, I feel like she was tired of him embarrassing her, and maybe she thought threatening that would get him to stop. Like, if he was at the movie theaters with a girl, luckily nobody saw it or took a picture of it. But if he was wild not doing stuff like that, like, imagine she's put her career on the line to date somebody, and the person is out here just wild and don't care and just doing whatever to embarrass you, and you trying to keep it under wraps, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's really sad. Like, I think she was really going through a lot trying to keep stuff that they was going through under wraps. Girl, I hate you went through that. You live and you learn. But any other young ladies out there, don't rush and have no baby by no man just because he look good on paper or whatever, physically, whatever you think about him. Just give yourself some time. Really get to know that man, you know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna always show their true colors. They're gonna always show it at some point, you know what I'm saying? The point might be 3 years into the relationship. So yeah, you probably ain't gonna see them true colors in the first day, first 30 days, maybe even the first 90 days, but that it's gonna start coming out. Protect yourselves, ladies, please. And then he tried to file a restraining order on her, and he was denied a restraining order. Halle, I hope you get some counseling for real. It's not cool to be threatening to do that to yourself. I mean, I'm not saying she was threatened. She really may have been feeling that way, but you really got to get that under control. But also, when you've seen people under the mind control of a narcissist, like, they have them people emotions all over the place, like, and the stuff they doing, and the person still wanting to hold on to them in the relationship, like, it could make a person act very out of character being in a relationship with somebody that's extremely manipulative. And I feel like it's unfortunate, but DDG has done a good job of trying to level the playing field and not letting Halle be 100% a victim. And like I said, people that never seen or experienced these type of relationships, like, firsthand, like either you or somebody like really close to you experiences, like, it's like when everybody tell you not to be in a relationship with this person, I feel like that's how Halle felt. Halle probably feel like the world is telling me he ain't no good for me, but the person that he's showing me, his representative that she saw in the beginning, oh, he's a good man, like, I'm not gonna let them, you know, the stuff they saying, whatever. So I think she felt like he was a good man in the beginning, and she was gonna ride or die for him. And then once, you know, I don't know if it happened around the time she got pregnant or right after she had the baby, but at some point he started to show his true colors, and I think she didn't want to believe it, and she wanted to keep him the same way that he was and keep him from embarrassing her, because it's like, oh, you know what I'm saying, I went so hard for this person and now they out here in the streets with different women, like just embarrassing me, and I'm gonna look stupid because I went hard for the person. And a lot of times there's also pride on your end that you don't want to look stupid to the public eye, but sometimes it's okay. Everybody that dated the wrong person before, it's okay to say, you know what, look, y'all was right. He wasn't no good for me. Y'all was right. Like, it's okay. Like, I'd rather admit that y'all was right and walk away from the relationship without, you know, unfortunately a child or any serious emotional damage. Like, but when you try to hold on to a relationship to prove the public wrong, that's when you start doing drastic things. Like, your mind is all in a tizzy. You like, oh my god. So I don't think her child should be taken away from her. I think she was honestly just in a bad emotional space based off the things that was going on in the relationship. Maybe postpartum depression, I don't know. She was going through a lot. She was worried about her image. This girl was Little Mermaid, and this boy out here, y'all remember he wrote that song talking about he feels some type of way about her act, like all kind of stuff. Like, he definitely was jealous of her, and like I said, he probably pulled that same card, the unaliving card, on her, but he probably just did it over the phone or in person, and she must ain't got no text message proof of what when he said it. But I feel like that's why she texted him that. Like, that's crazy. Like, she probably just wanted this perfect ideal relationship and he wasn't going for it. He was trying to embarrass her. Like, that's what I feel like. At the end of the relationship, it got to a point where he was just trying to embarrass that lady, and because he didn't like her no more. Okay. Y'all, I pulled up Instagram, and we talking about the neighborhood. It's on the neighborhood talk, but they talking about Diddy trial, honey. Diddy, let's talk about Diddy trial for a second. They have resurfaced some clip from Ron's house, and Diddy talking about he a freak and he like swings, lingerie, hidden rooms, and all kind of stuff. Lord Jesus, y'all leave Rev Run out. Well, I don't know, Rev Run, I hope your background is clean, because based off your brother and now Diddy on your show too, now Diddy on here saying stuff around you, like, this is crazy. Then I saw some things yesterday. I don't follow detail for details. I just see like the big stories about, like, you know, whatever happened in the trial that day or whatever. Yesterday they was talking about the $100,000 Diddy paid some people who worked at the hotel $100,000 to give him that video of him dragging Cassie down the hallway and abusing her, and they had to testify in court. That's crazy. And I was watching Armand. He does like daily coverage of the trial. I don't watch him like a lot, honestly. This is probably the most I watched him, besides that time with him and Funky Dineva had got into it. Because if you know me, I love Funky Dineva. I watch Funky Dineva, and when they got into it, I was like, I wonder what Armand's side of the, you know what I'm saying, like what his thoughts. So I watched this video that time. But anyway, I've been watching his trial coverage, and child, y'all, Armand outside trying to do some coverage outside of the courthouse. This crazy lady is running up harassing him, like, oh my god, like she just kept yelling at him, like she just started verbally attacking. He was sitting there minding his business finna talk to us on live on his phone, and this lady came up just going crazy, and she started following it. I swear, like Armand had walked by 3 or 4 blocks trying to get away from that lady, and she was still behind him. And then she started yelling at her, I guess her social media handle. Girl, ain't nobody finna follow you. You are extremely weird. Like, you are harassing this man, and he over here minding his business. Like, you weird. Nobody, I wouldn't want to follow nobody like that. That was very weird. And then that was on his birthday too. I felt so bad for Armand. Like, he trying to work on his birthday, and then you got crazy people harassing you. So I hope he enjoyed the rest of his birthday after that crazy fiasco. Anyway, y'all, that's all I had to talk about, I think. Yeah. And quick thing, back to Halle and Ddg for a second. DDG mama, so you think Halle was crazy and out of pocket for putting air tags on DDG car or whatever to try to figure out who was cheating? Mind you, I ain't trying to be funny, a lot of sisters, and not even women with melanin in their skin, that have been trying to figure out if they man cheating on them. May not, I mean, now we got modern day stuff like air tags, but sometimes your homegirl be somewhere like, oh, I see your man at McDonald's with a girl, and then you know what I'm saying, you pull up at McDonald's to see what's going on. Like, please don't act like I'm sure his mama, you know what I'm saying, his sisters that did something crazy, trying to, not like crazy, like not breaking or entering crazy, but you done rolled around somewhere looking for your man before, a man that you thought was cheating on you and putting your life and your body at risk. So you think Halle is just out of pocket for that? You know what I'm saying? And wanting to unfortunately take her life because your son is putting her through it, cheating on her left and right, and you know what I'm saying, just humiliating her in the media, knowing what her image is. You think she just out of pocket for all of that, but you don't think nothing was wrong with your son chipping that girl tooth or breaking in her house, taking pictures inside. Like, he really went inside her knowing she wasn't at home. Like, why? It's bad enough to break in somebody's house when they there, but like going in there when you know they ain't at home, it's like you trying to go and see everything. You trying to go through all that stuff while nobody there to stop you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's insane. Like, breaking in somebody's house is crazy. Yeah, the only reason I could see a person literally breaking in somebody's house is if you believe the person is in there and they may be sick, or you know what I'm saying, like ain't nobody heard from them in days. It's like, oh, we got to get in the house to check on them. Like, but to break in somebody's house to when they're not at home, to walk around to see what they doing, like to go through their drawers, to go through their stuff, to see what's in their house. Like, you are the weirdo. And then to be banging your baby mama, I believe they both got some ways and tendencies, but a lot of times an abused person starts to pick up like ways and tendencies of their abuser, thinking that's going to be their way to combat the abuse. Like, I'm gonna fight fire with fire, and they don't do nothing but make it worse, child. They don't do nothing but give them evidence to try to make you look crazy when when you know what I'm saying, push come to shove. So it's really just sad. Like, I hope whatever is best for that child happens. You know what I'm saying, whether it's being with his mom or whether his parents, you know, both having like joint custody, you know, whatever is best for him. I hope Halle heals. I even hope DDG get therapy. Like, more black men need to go get therapy and try to figure out why you go after women and then later on down the line you don't like the same woman for the exact same ways that you fell in love with her for, and then you try to ruin her and embarrass her knowing that you are the issue. Anyway, y'all comment below and let me know what y'all think, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.